Hi, happy Wednesday, AACS. It's Easter time, and one thing that people often do during Easter is give each other lilies, little plants in pots. So I thought it would be an appropriate thing during Easter and kind of a good thing to reflect on, to take you on a little tour of my garden and do some reflecting about what Easter means. So this is our garden here. We've got a whole bunch of different beds. I'll just take you on a walk through and we can see what we're doing here. This is all going to be flowers. I think this is marigold. It's all going to be wildflowers and flowers we can pick for the table. So it doesn't look like much, but it's all seeded and it's just starting to grow in. This bed here is all broccoli and cauliflower and Brussels sprouts that we've got growing. This bed hasn't been planted and this bed hasn't been planted. We're waiting for it to warm up a little bit more. We're going to put peppers and tomatoes in the ground. This bed has some cabbage growing in it and some lettuce over here. We just actually today had our first full lunch of lettuce from the garden, a big salad we had for lunch. And we've got some other things we put in salads growing here. This is, it's like a little miniature greenhouse. It's called a cloche. Cloche is the French word for bell. So we just stick them over there like that. And it's like having a little greenhouse, kind of one plant at a time. This greenhouse was made specially by Chick-fil-A. Had lemonade in it. Anyway, over here is all potatoes. We've got potatoes growing in. We love potatoes fresh from the garden, are about as good as it gets. Next up here, we've got carrots that are going to come in. They haven't sprouted yet. And then onions right here. Onions and maybe some garlic might come up. We don't know yet. Over here, in these little greenhouses, we really garden for the tomatoes. We love tomatoes at our house. So in here we've got, in this little greenhouse, some tomatoes that are going to go out shortly. We also have some, these in here are flowers that we got from the Dieterdings, actually. They have a big flower garden. And then back over here, they're about this tall, some flowering bushes called hydrangea that I got from Mrs. McGovern. So they're only this big and they're gonna grow. I'm really looking forward to watching those grow and being able to enjoy them. So one of the reasons I wanted to take you out on a tour of my garden today was when we think about Easter, in Colossians, right at the beginning, we've been in Colossians this year in chapter 3, but actually if you back up into chapter 1, the author talks about Jesus as the first fruits of all creation. It's kind of a peculiar image because Jesus isn't in, at least he's not mentioned by name in the book of Genesis. He's not mentioned by name in the story of creation, but Christianity is kind of a strange religion in that the beginning and the end are Jesus. Jesus is the first fruit, the firstborn of all creation. Through him, everything was made, and really for him, everything was made, and everything will eventually be directed toward Jesus at the end. So as we're coming into the Easter season, what I would encourage you to think about is, maybe for Lent, you gave something up. I don't know, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I gave some things up for Lent. And a great thing to think about for Easter, if Jesus is the first fruits of all creation, he is what it's all for. So what can you take on during the Easter season in order to imitate the first fruits of creation? What can you take on in order to be more like Jesus?
I'm Cyrus. This is my project. I'm mixing sand and dirt for fun. Fun.
Introduce it.
This is Michael's project. Counting the buckets and jumping into the mud. Down in the mud? This was actually sink mud.